And thank you for joining us at 6 o'clock. I'm Luli Ortiz. We begin with developing news out of West Palm Beach. 7 police officers who you see right here are now facing charges for their actions in a high-speed chase that ended in a crash that killed a mother and daughter. This happened back in July when West Palm Beach police officers chased a car all the way into Boynton Beach, where that driver crashed into the car and the woman and her daughter, who was pregnant at the time, were in. CBS 12's Al Pefley has been following this case all day, and he joins us live outside the West Palm Beach Police headquarters in downtown with what we know right now.
The arrests of these 7 police officers on felony charges are the result of an investigation that's taken almost a year. 3 of the officers went before a judge this morning. 7 West Palm Beach police officers are on the wrong side of the law. Officer Austin Danielovich, Officer Pierre Etienne, and Officer Christopher Reckdahl face the most serious charges, while 4 other officers, Michael Borgen, William Loaiza, Brandon Stedfeld, and Darian Thomas, are all charged with official misconduct. Authorities say their actions led to the deaths of 57-year-old Marcia Pochette and her pregnant daughter, 27-year-old Janice Woods. On July 30th last year, the 2 died in a crash along North Congress Avenue in Boynton Beach. Their car was hit by another car that was involved in a high-speed police chase.
I feel that there should be jail time. They should never wear a police uniform again, because definitely they didn't serve and protect. They failed Janice and Marcia.
The officers' arrest reports reveal new details of what happened that night. 3 West Palm Beach police vehicles were involved in the chase. 2 of the officers, Danielovich and Stedfeld, were assigned to the police department's bike team that night. However, the report reveals they were in vehicles instead. The other 5 officers, Borgen, Etienne, Loaiza, Reckdahl, and Thomas, were members of the police department's GHOST team, which stands for Gang and Habitual Offender Suppression. The arrest report for one of the officers says the GHOST team wanted to interview Naomi Copeland, the driver of a gray Kia, that night, and they found the car at 45th and Australian. The driver of the Kia fled, and a pursuit began, eventually going on to I-95 heading south outside the West Palm Beach city limits. All 3 West Palm Beach police vehicles took part in the pursuit, which ended in Boynton Beach.
The ensuing high-speed and reckless chase of many miles on various different Palm Beach County roadways was entirely reckless, unnecessary, unjustified, and unwarranted.
The arrest report says none of the officers used a radio or cell phone to notify a dispatcher or supervisor of the pursuit, which is in clear violation of department policy. The officers also failed to notify the Florida Highway Patrol or the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office they were pursuing someone in their jurisdictions. The chase lasted 10 minutes and covered a distance of 12 to 13 miles. Copeland's car hit the car with the 2 women, killing them and the woman's unborn child. According to the report, all the officers wore body cameras but never activated them during the pursuit, which is against policy. The investigation also revealed none of the officers got out of their vehicles to check on the crash victims or stop Copeland, and none of them used a radio or a phone to call EMS for the victims. The arrest report states the officers then returned to their normal duties and did not tell a supervisor about what happened. Investigators also say none of them wrote a police report.
It's a nightmare for us, for the whole family, every day. You know, every day is a nightmare. Unbelievable. Why? So we know the police assignment is to protect, and that day they choose to destroy.
If the officers go to trial and are convicted, 3 of them could each get up to 65 years in prison. If the other 4 officers are convicted, they could each get up to 5 years in prison. I asked the city about their job status and whether they've been fired. A city spokeswoman said it's their policy not to comment on personnel matters. In West Palm Beach, Al Pefley, CBS 12 News.